What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Scotthollywood Outdoors. A little cold and dreary day here in South Carolina, low country. No fishing going on right now, which I probably wouldn't be able to do anyway unless I'm fishing in that, because I've destroyed my boat. Pretty much stripped it down to nothing. Yeah, a little crazy, right? So let's do a quick little tackle talk. I'll show you what I mean. I'm basically gonna go through here and explain what I'm doing with my boat. Got a new project going on. It's the Bass Boat 2 Flats Boat project. Tackle talk, Scotthollywood Outdoors. Let's get right into it. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to start a project. I pretty much decided I'm gonna take rip all this carpet out.
And re-carpet it?
Rip it all out. No, I'm gonna rip it all out, sand it down, prep it, and I'm gonna spray that bed liner in it. You know, the hard bed liner? And then I'm gonna put like C-deck. Yeah, so that little clip you saw, well, it started. Check this out. I've pretty much stripped every piece of carpet, stuff like this. Horrible, just nasty carpet out of my 2006 low Stinger 160. Ripped all the covers off. I've got the floor out, even got the seat out. This is the seat that actually it's right here on the ground. Here are all the lids, all the compartment lids, all the little extras. This right here is the little cap that goes over that piece over there. This right here is the little piece that goes underneath the, goes right here underneath the gas cap. So yeah, you guys can see I've been busy. So like I said in that clip just a minute ago, my goal here is to basically rip out every piece of carpet on here. I'm gonna go ahead and sand everything down, which is gonna be the next big project. Also, of course, I still gotta get the carpet off of the, all those hinges and everything like that, all that stuff. But I'm basically gonna come in here, sand everything down. I mean, you can see it's still kind of rough. The sides are kind of rough. Everything's kind of rough. I got some carpet and stuff I'm gonna remove from in there. I'm basically gonna, get that all nice and clean as well. Of course, the front deck as well is gonna be all cleaned up. And once I do that, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and basically sand it down to where it's pretty much the bare metal. And then I'm gonna end up painting it with I think it's called Tough Coat, if I imagine. It's basically a white paint, like a non-skid white paint. I was gonna go with something like a bed liner, but I'm having a hard time finding some place that'll do it, and it seems like it might be very, very expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and basically just do a quick, 2 or 3 coats of this Tough Deck. I can't remember, I think it's called Total Ship or Total Boat is the name of the company that I'm gonna use. There's like 2 or 3 different companies out there. I know you got the one that has the rubber particles in it, and you got one that's just basic non-skid and sand. So I'm gonna use this one product and basically go ahead and paint the whole interior of the boat to include the console as well. And also I'm even gonna go ahead and go further and basically even in the top here. So at the top of the gunnel, all the way down through here, inside here, up here. I'm gonna remove this non-skid up here, and I'm gonna go all the way around to the back, the base of the console. Same thing back here, all in here and inside here as well. And I'm also gonna paint the inside of the rod locker here. So once this, all the carpet is out of here, I'm gonna go ahead and paint inside there. And I'm gonna put some black matting that I already have that I'm gonna lay inside there, as well as, once I put this piece back in, which is where this, with the seat and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and basically, lay that down there as well. Then once that's done, so once the interior is done and completely painted white, I'm gonna go ahead and get some C-deck. So basically I'm gonna do a C-deck front deck. I'm gonna do a C-deck on top of each one of the hatch covers. Gonna do a C-deck floor in here, C-deck back covers, all inside there, and it's gonna look sweet. That's my goal. And then after that, believe it or not, I'm gonna go ahead and take the logo off of the boat here. I'm going to clean up the side of it basically, and I haven't decided yet. My original thought was to go ahead and actually paint this boat like a midnight blue color, basically the same as my truck. I might still do that. I got a buddy of mine at work that he knows a guy that does paints boats. Matter of fact, we were talking about that yesterday, what we would have to do. The trailer, as you can see, is still a steel trailer, so it's not going to work here in the South Carolina environment. So what I'll probably end up doing is South Carolina saltwater environment. I'm sorry about that. What I'm probably going to end up doing is replacing this trailer as well. I've already spoke to a guy. I can get a good brand new aluminum trailer for about $1,500–1,800. So when I might carry it over, once the boat's interior is done, I might go ahead and carry it to the guy, have him paint the outer hull blue. If he gets paint on the trailer, it'll go bigger because I'm going to swap that trailer out anyway. So that's the goal. And then on top of that, the last of the upgrade will basically be a new trolling motor. I'm going to put a new 24-volt trolling motor on here. I'm going to replace the electronics on there. Basically get two new electronics, which you can see my old ones are still sitting here on my workbench. These are the two Lowrance Elite 5 and Elite HDIs. They've been good units, but they're kind of getting old. I think I've had those for about 10 years now. It's basically time to replace that. So that's pretty much it. I wanted to kind of just do a quick video to give you guys a rundown on what I'm getting ready to do. And let's go on and hop in the boat here, and I'll show you a little bit more detail of what kind of stuff I've been actually going through. All right, you can see I'm kind of in the boat right now. Now, one thing I have noticed about this boat, it was definitely designed with carpet in mind. So I'll give you an example here. As you can see, the fit and finish, I hope you can see that, the light there, not the best lighting here, but the fit and finish of this, you can see there's kind of like a gap here, a hole there. You got some, where am I at here? Some gaps here, all along here. Same with the back there, gaps all along there. I mean, it was and is still a bass boat, so my goal is to kind of turn it into a flats boat. That's pretty much the bottom line. I'm probably going to be another couple years before I buy a new boat. It'll be more of a bay boat type situation, and I'll still probably keep this boat because since I've been here for about a year now, I've noticed that even with a bay boat, there's still some areas where you can't get into. With this little boat, as light as it is, being aluminum, and not so worried about it, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I mean, as you can see, it fits in the garage here. It'll be designed now for, it'll be able to work for salt water, and I'll still be using it as my bass boat as well. I mean, it's basically gonna have the same layout as a bass boat. It won't have the center console as what a standard center console will be, so it'll still be a good boat for bass fishing, but it'll just be a little bit more easier to clean, a little bit more easier to maintain, because I have had this out a couple times in the salt water, and it's already kind of show. I mean, I got a spot in the trailer up front that I'll show you. It's starting to rust through, and basically, saltwater fish, they seem to be a little bit more bloody. I guess it's weird, bloodier than freshwater fish. So I've gotten some really nasty stuff. Plus, if you're fishing live bait or chunk bait, it gets all over there and it gets smelly. And it was just time for that carpet to go, and that's kind of what I'm doing. But so yeah. So anyway, that's getting back to what I said. I have started to notice some issues with the boat being more designed for carpet than not. So we'll see how it all turns. I think it's going to turn out good. Like here, I've got a couple little things I'm working on here. I got to get this, get all the carpet ripped off of that. The console was kind of an interesting scenario. I basically, it's completely disconnected. As you can see, it's moving here. It's completely disconnected from the boat itself, other than, up underneath there is where the cable, and I know you can't see because it's dark, but other than the cable that's coming out. So as you can see, it's basically completely loose here. I thought about maybe trying to, if I can figure out a way or make somebody, or have somebody make me a center console, but then again, I really don't want to go through all that. My total, I guess, budget for this whole project is probably about $5,000. That's pretty much the most I want to spend. And that's including a new trolling motor and new electronics. So you figure about $2,500 at least is going to be eaten up by that. Obviously the work and the labor is going to be done for free by me. I'll be doing that on my own time. I'm going to get a real good deal on that guy that's going to help me paint it. So he's not going to charge me more than probably $300-400. And then of course the non-skid paint, I've already priced that. It's about $80 or $90 a gallon. I'll probably end up using maybe 2 gallons of that. So looking at about another $200 there. So I think I can do it. The seat deck might be a little pricey. But then again, like I said, it's around $5,000 if my budget is, if it goes a little over, or if I can save some money here and there on some other stuff, I think it'll be good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So as you can see, I've torn my boat completely apart. So right now, I actually cannot go fishing in it. That last little clip I said was the last time I was out with my buddy Chris. And we actually didn't catch anything. A little issue about the tree that fell down, so that's going to be kind of an issue. Which I do have kayaks, by the way. So yeah, I'll definitely going to be using. So you're going to be seeing a lot more kayak videos coming down the pike here. Also, I'm going down to Florida for a little bit, so you're going to see some Florida videos coming up. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot more pond fishing. So a lot of things to look forward to. But I kind of wanted to give you a quick little tackle talk here. Let's call it a tackle talk. I mean, you figure tackle talk is what's the biggest piece of tackle you have? The means to go fishing, I guess. So the boat is part of my tackle. But that's pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, other things that you can say, like, see, here's all the hatches and everything. They're all kind of done. They still have the carpet on them. So I got to go ahead and strip the carpet off of those. Everything else, I mean, the boat is in good condition. I mean, the motor is still perfectly, remember, it's a 2006 for those of you guys that don't know on my channel. I mean, this boat has been featured in pretty much all my videos on the channel. I thought about selling it for a little bit, I gotta be honest with you. But after seeing the prices of new boats nowadays, I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and keep it all. Go ahead and strip it down and do a nice little project with it. And I'm gonna take you guys along the way for the whole project. So let's just call this step one. So step one was getting the carpet out. Step two, I'll show you how I go ahead and start, stripping and getting everything all, cleaned up and ready for painting. And then we'll do step three, painting, and we'll go from there. We'll put everything back together again. Hopefully, if I remember how to put everything back together, which is kind of funny. It seems like, everything was put together with these screws. Doesn't really seem like it's that secure, right? I mean, think about it. It's just a little Tapcon screw. Like those are the three screws that basically held this thing on. Yeah, real quick, let me give you an example of that real quick. So yeah, here's the screws for the, let me see, these are the screws for the trolling motor. Let me see, here's more screws for the, for the decking pieces. Get everything laid out here. Of course, these are the screws that the electronics were secured with. This is basically how the console was attached to the deck. I mean, look at that, basically just a Phillips screwdriver. Tapcon. So yeah, I might have to go ahead and swap all those out. These right here, these are the only stainless steel well, actually these and these are the only really stainless steel screws, and these are what held the seats on, which the seats are right there onto the plates here, in the center. Let me see, actually, yeah, there's one there and the second one's there, and these are all the deck lids. Oh, and another thing I've been running into, which, I mean, it's not a big deal, but basically all these hinges. See all these hinges? Now they're either, I think there's aluminum, but they're all riveted. Every one of them is riveted. So I had to go ahead and drill out all of those as well, to get them off, I'm gonna go up here, but to get them off the, the thing. You can see where the heck is it? Yeah, in here. They're all basically drilled in right here is where they all are. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of riveting and unriveting. So that's gonna be fun. I don't even own a rivet gun, so luckily I know people that have them, so they're not that expensive. I can go ahead and buy one. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's gonna be the whole project. You can see here even the plates, the old plate for the seat. Some of those are loose as well. Gotta get that fixed, and mostly roughly is going to be the hard part right now. Is going to get all this stuff off. That's going to be fun. I got to go out and get me some Gooby Gone or some whatever the heck it is, or I'm basically just going to be sanding it. So that's going to be interesting to see how that is. So yeah, so real quick too, I'm probably going to end up selling this stuff. I'll probably be selling this trolling motor. Probably be selling those electronics over there. So if any of you guys are interested in it, I mean, it's going to be like this trolling motor. I tell you, it's a 2006, so it's original, but it still works great. That's a 12-volt, 46-pound thrust. So I'll just hit me up in the comments if you guys are interested in purchasing them for me. I'll probably get rid of it with real good prices. Same with the electronics as well. But I think that's it. Oh, I did want to show you one more thing about the trailer. So remember I was telling you about the trailer. Pardon me, all my lawn equipment and everything in here. But you can see here, this is kind of what you're dealing with on the right here with the salt water. So this is, I've only been here for about a year. And this boat has only been in the salt water probably 3 or 4 times. And that's what I'm dealing with. So yeah, saltwater environment on a steel trailer is, it kills it. So definitely why I need to get an aluminum trailer. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm wasting my time doing this, or if you think I should have kept it the way it is. I think it's gonna really look good once it's done. I mean, you know, once the seats are back in and it's painted, I think it's gonna be pretty sharp. And also let me know what you think, if I should keep this exterior color with the white interior, but this exterior champagne color, or do you think I should go ahead and just, you know, match it midnight blue with my truck? I think it'll look really sharp if I did that. We'll see if we can get that done. So yeah, so stay tuned. Like I said, I got a little bit of traveling to do, so I'm not gonna be able to get to do any more here for the next week or 2. But once I get back, I'm gonna get right back into it. And I'll go ahead and put the camera on, maybe do a time lapse and show you how it's done, and we'll go from there, and you'll see the progress as it goes. So like I said, once again, just leave some comments below what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit a like button, give me a like on this, and we'll go from there. So this is Scotthollywood Outdoors, and that's a wrap.